Genesis 35. Jacob establishes worship at Bethel. God said to Jacob, "Get up, go to Bethel and live there. Build an altar there to the God who appeared to you when you ran away from your brother Esau." Jacob said to his household and to everyone who was with him, "Get rid of the foreign gods you have with you. Clean yourselves and change your clothes. Then let's rise and go up to Bethel, so that I can build an altar there to the God who answered me when I was in trouble and who has been with me wherever I've gone." So they gave Jacob all of the foreign gods they had, as well as the rings in their ears, and Jacob buried them under the terebinth at Shechem. When they set out, God made all of the surrounding cities fearful so that they didn't pursue Jacob's sons. Jacob and all of the people with him arrived in Luz, otherwise known as Bethel, in the land of Canaan. He built an altar there and named the place El Bethel, because God had revealed himself to him there when he ran away from his brother. Rebekah's nurse Deborah died and was buried at Bethel under the oak, and Jacob named it Alan Bakuth. God appeared to Jacob again while he was on his way back from Paddan Aram, and blessed him. God said to him, "Your name is Jacob, but your name will be Jacob no longer. No, your name will be Israel." And he named him Israel. God said to him, "I am El Shaddai. Be fertile and multiply. A nation, even a large group of nations, will come from you. Kings will descend from your own children. The land I gave to Abraham and to Isaac, I give to you, and I will give the land to your descendants after you." Then God ascended, leaving him alone in the place where he spoke to him. So Jacob set up a sacred pillar, a stone pillar, at the place God spoke to him. He poured an offering of wine on it and then poured oil over it. Jacob named the place Bethel, where God spoke to him, Benjamin's birth and Rachel's death. They left Bethel, and when they were still some distance from Ephrath, Rachel went into hard labor. During her difficult labor, the midwife said to her, "Don't be afraid, you have another son." As her life faded away, just before she died, she named him Ben-Oni, but his father named him Benjamin. Rachel died and was buried near the road to Ephrath, that is, Bethlehem. Jacob set up a pillar on her grave. It's the pillar on Rachel's tomb that's still there today. Israel continued his trip and pitched his tent farther on near the Tower of Eder, Jacob's family. While Israel stayed in that place, Reuben went and slept with Bilhah, his father's secondary wife, and Israel heard about it. Jacob had 12 sons. The sons of Leah were Reuben, Jacob's oldest son, and Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, and Zebulun. The sons of Rachel were Joseph and Benjamin. The sons of Bilhah, Rachel's servant, were Dan and Naphtali. The sons of Zilpah, Leah's servant, were Gad and Asher. These were Jacob's sons, born to him in Paddan Aram. Isaac's death. Jacob came to his father Isaac at Mamre, that is, Kiriath Arba. This is Hebron, where Abraham and Isaac lived as immigrants. At the age of 180 years, Isaac took his last breath and died. He was buried with his ancestors after a long, satisfying life. His sons, Esau and Jacob, buried him. Genesis 36. Esau's descendants. These are the descendants of Esau, that is, Edom. Esau married Canaanite women: Adah, the daughter of the Hittite Elon; Oholibamah, the daughter of Anna, son of the Hittite Zibeon; and Basemath, the daughter of Ishmael and sister of Nebaioth. Adah gave birth to Eliphaz for Esau. Basemath gave birth to Reuel, and Oholibamah gave birth to Jush, Jalam, and Korah. These are Esau's sons born to him in the land of Canaan. Esau took his wives, his sons, his daughters, and everyone in his household, and his livestock, all of his animals, and all of the property he had acquired in the land of Canaan. And he moved away from the land of Canaan and from his brother Jacob. They had so many possessions that they couldn't live together. The land where they lived as immigrants couldn't support all of their livestock. So Esau, that is Edom, lived in the mountains of Seir. These are the descendants of Esau, the ancestor of Edom, which lives in the mountains of Seir. These are the names of Edom's sons: Eliphaz, son of Esau's wife Adah, and Reuel, son of Esau's wife Basemath. Eliphaz's sons were Teman, Omar, Zepho, Gatam, and Kenaz. Timnah was the secondary wife of Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she gave birth to Amalek for Eliphaz. These are the sons of Esau's wife Adah. These are Reuel's sons: Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizah. These are the sons of Esau's wife Basemath. These are the sons of Esau's wife Oholibamah, the daughter of Anah, Zibeon's son. She gave birth to Esau, Jush, Jalam, and Korah. These are the tribal chiefs from Esau's sons, the sons of Eliphaz, Esau's oldest son: Chief Teman, Chief Omar, Chief Zepho, Chief Kenaz, Chief Korah, Chief Gatam, and Chief Amalek. These are the tribal chiefs of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. They are Adah's sons. These are the sons of Reuel, Esau's son: Chief Nahath, Chief Zerah, Chief Shammah, and Chief Mizah. These are the tribal chiefs of Reuel in the land of Edom. They are the sons of Esau's wife Basemath. These are the sons of Esau's wife Oholibamah, Chief Jush, Chief Jalam, and Chief Korah. They are the tribal chiefs of Esau's wife Oholibamah, the daughter of Anah. These are the sons of Esau, who is Edom, and these are their tribal chiefs. These are the sons of Seir, the Horite, who live in the land: Lotan, Shobal, Zibeon, Anah, Dishon, Ezer, and Dishan. These are the Horite tribal chiefs, Seir's sons in the land of Edom. Lotan's sons are Hori and Heman, and Lotan's sister was Timnah. These are Shobal's sons: Alvan, Manahath, Ebal, Shepho, and Onam. These are Zibeon's sons: Ayah and Anah. Anah is the one who found water in the desert while pasturing his father Zibeon's donkeys. These are Anah's children, Dishon, and Anah's daughter Oholibamah. These are Dishon's sons: Hemdan, Ishban, Ithran, and Cheran. These are Ezer's sons: Bilhan, Zavan, and Akan. These are Dishon's sons: Uz and Aran. These are the Horite tribal chiefs, chiefs Lotan, Shobal, Zibeon, Anah, Dishon, Ezer, and Dishan. These are the Horite tribal chiefs, listed according to their chiefs in the land of Seir. These are the kings who ruled in the land of Edom before a king ruled over the Israelites. Bela, Beor's son, ruled in Edom. His city's name was Dinhabah. After Bela died, Jobab, son of Zerah from Bozrah, became king. After Jobab died, Husham from the land of the Temanites became king. After Husham died, Hadad, Bedad's son, who defeated Midian in the countryside of Moab, became king. His city's name was Aved. After Hadad, Samlah from Masrekah became king. After Samlah died, Shaul from Rehoboth on the river became king. After Shaul died, Baal-Hanan, Akbor's son, became king. After Baal-Hanan, Akbor's son, died, Hadar became king. His city's name was Pau, and his wife's name was Mehetabel, the daughter of Matred and granddaughter of Mezahab. These are the names of Esau's tribal chiefs according to their families, their locations, and their names: Chief Timnah, Chief Alva, Chief Jetheth, Chief Oholibamah, Chief Elah, Chief Pinon, Chief Kenaz, Chief Taman, Chief Mibzar, Chief Magdiel, and Chief Iram. These are Edom's tribal chiefs according to their settlements in the land they possessed. This is Esau, the ancestor of the Edomites. Genesis 37th. Joseph dreams of power. Jacob lived in the land of Canaan where his father was an immigrant. This is the account of Jacob's descendants. Joseph was 17 years old and tended the flock with his brothers, while he was helping the sons of Bilhah and Zilpah. His father's wives, Joseph told their father unflattering things about them. Now Israel loved Joseph more than any of his other sons, because he was born when Jacob was old. Jacob had made for him a long robe. When his brothers saw that their father loved him more than any of his brothers, they hated him and couldn't even talk nicely to him. Joseph had a dream and told it to his brothers, which made them hate him even more. He said to them, "Listen to this dream I had. When we were binding stalks of grain in the field, my stalk got up and stood upright, while your stalks gathered around it and bowed down to my stalk." His brothers said to him, "Will you really be our king and rule over us?" So they hated him even more because of the dreams he told them. Then Joseph had another dream and described it to his brothers. "I've just dreamed again, and this time the sun and the moon and 11 stars were bowing down to me." When he described it to his father and brothers, his father scolded him and said to him, "What kind of dreams have you dreamed? Am I and your mother and your brothers supposed to come and bow down to the ground in front of you?" His brothers were jealous of him, but his father took careful note of the matter. Joseph's brothers take revenge. Joseph's brothers went to tend their father's flocks near Shechem. Israel said to Joseph, "Aren't your brothers tending the sheep near Shechem? Come, I'll send you to them." And he said, "I'm ready." Jacob said to him, "Go, find out how your brothers are and how the flock is, and report back to me." So Jacob sent him from the Hebron valley. When he approached Shechem, a man found him wandering in the field and asked him, "What are you looking for?" Joseph said, "I'm looking for my brothers. Tell me, where are they tending the sheep?" The man said, "They left here. I heard them saying, 'Let's go to Dothan.'" So Joseph went after his brothers and found them in Dothan. They saw Joseph in the distance before he got close to them, and they plotted to kill him. The brothers said to each other, "Here comes the big dreamer. Come on now, let's kill him and throw him into one of the cisterns, and we'll say a wild animal devoured him. Then we will see what becomes of his dreams." When Reuben heard what they said, he saved him from them, telling them, "Let's not take his life." Reuben said to them, "Don't spill his blood. Throw him into this desert cistern, but don't lay a hand on him." He intended to save Joseph from them and take him back to his father. When Joseph reached his brothers, they stripped off Joseph's long robe, took him, and threw him into the cistern, an empty cistern with no water in it. When they sat down to eat, they looked up and saw a caravan of Ishmaelites coming from Gilead, with camels carrying sweet resin, medicinal resin, and fragrant resin on their way down to Egypt. Judah said to his brothers, "What do we gain if we kill our brother and hide his blood? Come on, let's sell him to the Ishmaelites. Let's not harm him because he's our brother, he's family." His brothers agreed. When some Midianite traders passed by, they pulled Joseph up out of the cistern. They sold him to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver, and they brought Joseph to Egypt. When Reuben returned to the cistern and found that Joseph wasn't in it, he tore his clothes. Then he returned to his brothers and said, "The boy's gone, and where can I go now?" His brothers took Joseph's robe, slaughtered a male goat, and dipped the robe in the blood. They took the long robe, brought it to their father, and said, "We found this. See if it's your son's robe or not." He recognized it and said, "It's my son's robe. A wild animal has devoured him. Joseph must have been torn to pieces." Then Jacob tore his clothes, put a simple mourning cloth around his waist, and mourned for his son for many days. All of his sons and daughters got up to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted, telling them, "I'll go to my grave mourning for my son." And Joseph's father wept for him. Meanwhile, the Midianites had sold Joseph to the Egyptians, to Potiphar, Pharaoh's chief officer, commander of the royal guard. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here today. Please come back tomorrow for another segment of our 365 Bible Reading Initiative. Please also be sure to like, comment, and definitely subscribe. Also hit the bell. That way you can receive the notifications for the premieres. We're going to premiere every single day. When I say every day, I mean every day. All 365 days, because no day doesn't count. Sunday counts, Saturday counts, Monday through Friday. It all counts. So please be sure to just join us here tomorrow. Same time, same location. Be sure to, like I said, subscribe and hit the bell so that you can receive the notifications. And also share this with somebody who you know could definitely benefit from hearing the word of God. I pray that this is transforming your life, and I pray that God is pricking your heart and speaking to you through his word. All right, y'all. Have a great evening.